your subconscious is basically taking over the language parts of your brain, and you don't remember anything you're saying ever. That's the only way to be remotely good at, like, to even have a chance of being good at the game. Focus is key. It's either that or the fact that my brain is a colander, as we Germans say. Trust me, I hit that button. Ein was? Mein Gehirn ist ein Sieb. Ich habe ein Gehirn wie ein Sieb. Is the saying I was referencing there. Too far back? Not too far back, okay. Colander, yes, with one L. I believe it's how it's spelled. No. Saved it. You're welcome. Always glad to help out with useless knowledge. Yellow from the egg? Oh, that's a classic. You know you grew up in Germany when? Or if, rather. But also when. I mean, like mathematics, I will not comment on that. Yeah, was okay. Could have been faster. I have disagree. Me too, my friend. Me too. All right, the exponential thing, right? Like latch warping, the prince's position when latch warping decays exponentially. I love that. Our 2K8 refers to Prince of Persia game that came out in 2008. And it doesn't have a subtitle, so we call it Prince of Persia 2008. Oh, that's how it's commonly referred to. Dude, I'm nailing these goals. What's going on? To be fair, this was just by 1 second, but still. Finally. Yeah, anyway, so there's a technique in that game in 2K8 called ledge warping, which is really that you use a ledge to warp in the broadest sense, like sparing all the technical details. And recently it has been found by GMP that the position during this warp, the prince's position, can be fit by an exponential function. Okay, bro. Right, yeah. So it's like, what was it? Every frame, the prince makes 75% of the way between where he is right now and where he's supposed to go. So after one frame, it's 75%, then 75% squared, cubed, and so on. Well, 1 minus, I guess, but still. That's the idea, at least. Right, 20, yes. So it's 1 minus 1/4 to the n. As for why the game works that way, Also an interesting question, but totally different. And does not impact the usefulness of that in speedruns. Or the potential of that, anyway. I just realized why I'm goaling all the time today. It's because I'm winging the setups more than I usually do. But I do so in a confident manner. It's like I do it and I know it'll work. Yeah, of course, it's because you're here. Sorry. Totally confused my reasoning there with the truth. How dare I? So GP, what do you think? What's the chance that any new warps or any new speed tech comes out of your project, the website thing? Which is not to say it's not valuable on its own, of course it is. I'm just curious what you think, whether there are possible repercussions. New strat? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, also for example in this game, once we had a table with the princess position and so on, one of the first things I did was document where everything is, like the position coordinates of all the saves and the level end trigger and so on. And that was incredibly useful when finding Moon Temple skip. So when Robbie found the out of bounds, I just had to look up the coordinates where we go, and we went there, and the skip worked. Of course we would have found it either way. It's just this way it was very quick and easy. No painful testing, nothing. Could just crunch the numbers. Yeah, that's fair. I guess that at first it's an existence kind of question. Will the speedrun benefit from it? Anyway, gold, nice. Would it be for hacked or for all categories? I guess it would be for all, but I'm not an expert on. Yeah, it would be for all, right. After all, I'm not as knowledgeable in 2K. Oh, yeah, well, not... Yeah, that's true. I hate this. As soon as I jumped, I knew the angle was bad. Will I keep going? I guess... Just to see how much time this loses. I think this is 15 seconds. Prince... Why are you doing this to me? Why do you insist on making me feel pain? It's not very noble of you, is it? Do we already have a way to load the last mental realm with cheat engine, for example? Like with all the tools available, could we try out that skip in a sensible way? Prince, what are you? The fuck are you talking about? And again, I know, aside from very broad strokes, I know basically nothing about the 2K8 speedrun in terms of technical details. I think I'll be on par with my PP here. Actually, will I be? I think I'll lose a bit of time. Right, there's a in this game it's a rune, which lets you jump very high. So yeah, intended. I'm still ahead. I guess I'll continue. But missing that jump, like that's something I shouldn't wing, at least not as much. Because that's just annoying to miss. That ledge is very counterintuitive, I feel like. Careful enough, and I'm bleeding more time. Eh. I guess I'll keep going. I really have to be careful how long I'll grind this game, because as you can guess from this run, everything that happened today, this category can become a grind fest real quickly. Just grinding and resetting and resetting and resetting, nothing ever happens. That's the type of speedrun I don't want to do anymore. At least not for too long. Well, that's the final stadium of speedrunning. But you can avoid that and still get decent times. You just won't get incredibly good times. To be fair, I don't Like, right now, I'm speedrunning because a new thing was found in this game. And the same was true for Spiral Fusion. But prior to that, I haven't been speedrunning for months. And I didn't really miss it. Like, it's fun to do, but it's also... There's enough other fun things to do instead. At least for me, so... But I do think that I overdid it in the past, especially the first few years. With Sands of Time and the Sands Trilogy and everything. Where I've been grinding for multiple hours after work every day for weeks. Eh. Didn't really improve my mental health, let's put it like that. If people like myself enjoy it. Actually, I don't know, do you have the... Like, did you do an RTA run of Shadow and the Flame remake? I think you did, right? Like, you didn't only do the segmented run. Indeed, I do have mental health, whatever that means. Right, Chimpy, I guess you were talking about competitive things, like where there are more than 2 or 3 runners. There's something like the Sands of Time board, for example, which is not the most competitive, but having world record there means something. Means that you put in a lot of effort. That's a fair point. What else would you possibly do instead? I mean, I know that's a crazy thought, but you can play games casually and have fun playing games casually. So I've heard. I mean, I know it's genuinely insane. Yeah, exactly, that's... To be fair, you kind of have to pay attention to really see that. It's kind of funny. Have I tried to slay the Spire? I haven't. In fact, I have not. I almost fell down there and died. But I'll just assume that you're still having fun. I'll lose a bit more time compared to BB. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Honestly, at this point, just finishing a run that's not too terrible at least, would be good practice. Oh, he grabbed the ledge. Like the last 3,000 times. So why did Adrenaline not work earlier today? This game insists on making me angry. At least that jump is consistent for now. That's good. Made it in one cycle. And then I didn't fall down the hole. But still made it in one cycle. That's actually... You need some pretty good reaction times and you need a good initial position. So that's kind of cool. Too bad I messed it up right away. But still nice. I love it when that happens. Yeah, so because this run is not as good, I wasn't as careful setting it up. Prince, grab the fucking flute. I wasn't as careful. If I were on a good run, I would have taken a bit more time. Or I would have been a bit more careful setting up the position. Because if you mess up there, you die and the run is over. Like, there's nothing you can do about that. There's no save point, no checkpoint, nothing. But on this kind of run, if I fail it, that's, I mean, hence why. Oh, Prince just... Why do you insist on entangling yourself with that moat monster? Prince, what are you hiding? What are you doing behind my back? And rope. Jealous? No comment. I don't owe anybody anything. You have a flight to catch? Alright. Thanks for the good luck. Safe travels. See you around. Time for the most likely most stressful part of the run, where I have to jump, but I can't see, and I have to do it like 5 times in a row, at worst. Yeah, so that monster, that mini-boss, can chase you for 3 platforms. So you have to be quick about setup, and you don't see anything. Believe it or not, I was being careful. If you... Or the reason why it failed, or in front of your door, yeah, I know. The reason why it failed earlier today is that I walked across on the right side, and the gap is not symmetric. There's more gap on the right side than on the left side. So it took my time going out of my way, walking across the left half of that gap. And for the way back, I did jump. So at least there, that's kind of a setup. So much time save here. It would be a shame if I wouldn't get any of it, because I missed the cycle. I guess so. Yeah, I guess it is a setup. Not the traditional, I have to set up my position, but I set up the way I cross that gap. Yeah, I think that counts. Am I fast enough to make the God cycle? Actually, I could be. Ah, no, I'm not. It always looks deceivingly close, but in reality, you're never... Like, I would have to be multiple seconds faster to even be able to catch that. So that's all right. Yeah, when you get here, it always looks that close. Like, if it just had been a bit faster. But it's a bit more than a bit. I'll try it. Okay. But I'll climb over. That's alright. That's fine. Let's look up to the platform. Actually, I think I'll save a bit of time, maybe. That's okay. There's no prompt here. Why am I forgetting that all of a sudden? That's not a new piece of information. I knew that, and I always did. It's time safe? It is. Would have thought that if you don't mess up climbing and you set up things quickly, that you can save time. So that's best possible time is not the sum of best segments, so the sum of my goals. But it's the time I would get if I, from the time I currently have, played as well as my goals. So it's my current split time plus all the remaining goals I have. Meaning whenever I lose time compared to a goal split, the best possible time also gets worse. Yeah, it basically answers the question, in an optimal scenario, what time could I hope for at this point? Which is at least to me, is a useful metric to judge whether to continue a run or not. Nailing that jump, dude. No, that wasn't close. I'm not scared. What are you even saying? Dude, my heart... No! That was my fault. I have to delay holding the Y button, so he doesn't climb up right away. I have nobody to blame but myself. That's okay, I should still be ahead. Yeah, that's how the plugin works. The world record plugin in speedrun, in live split. So like it recognizes that my time is a few milliseconds faster than what's in speedrun.com. Because in speedrun.com it's rounded to the next second. Well, not rounded, but the milliseconds are cut off. Else it would say world record is blah 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 by Toka. Okay. Don't forget to switch to the correct weapon. It's kind of important. I didn't pick up that one-hit KO sword for nothing, after all. But for that I have to not mesh jump here. Yep, okay. 3, 4 steps. I hope that's good. And it is. I think I'll save time. It looks like I will save time on this split, as I should. The 4 steps back, that's the aggro method. So the way we do fights in the speedrun is we first get close enough to the enemy so they become aggravated. So basically the start of the fight. Nice 2-second gold. Then... Oh, I didn't practice this. Damn. Then we go back a few steps. So we are far enough away from the enemy so he becomes de-aggroed. He puts away his weapon. And during that animation, if we attack him, he cannot parry. So he's a free target. 2, 3. That should work. There we go. Yeah, it just so happens that 4 steps are enough for that to work. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fighting in this game is terrible. That's why ideally we just don't want to fight. Or if we fight, we want to be sure to win without having to invest any effort. So that hanging yourself twice from the platform, like from a ledge thing, that's another way of doing it. But obviously the just walks backwards 4 steps is a lot faster. So that's why we do that everywhere. Same with the boss right there, as you just saw with Ragnar. Concept appeals to me. Yeah, I mean, I can get behind that. Oh, nope. I haven't failed that one in a long time. I don't know why I'm having trouble with this air swim today. But I couldn't tell you why. It's kind of weird. Load the next area. Yeah, so in theory, if health were not a concern, I could just keep swimming to the end. But like that, the air bottle there refills, which means I lose less health. And health is a resource in this run, so it's good to not waste it. The potion. Let me do that real quick. Okay. Yeah, the time loss is due to, well, as you saw, I messed up the air swim setup once. That's fine. That's not, yeah. Prince, please climb up the damn thing every single time. It's actually incredible. How can a person struggle this much with climbing up a ledge? Said the skinny, very non-sporty guy. Punchline. Oh, I love when that happens. Case in point. This will cut it close, actually, in terms of the 38-minute run. Okay, that's good, I think, yes. Interesting, but fine. Being very careful here. Nice is an interesting word to choose here, but I'll take it. Where's the thing there? At this point, it's just the final boss. If I can nail the final boss, then this run should be a 38, at least. That's what it's looking at right now. Although position is kind of weird right now. Refreshing, that's fair. Yeah, my angle is terrible. What am I doing? That gold was expected. Phase 1. Fine. Let's go! Freak, man. Shut the door. Oh.
My love.
No, don't pop 3D. You're the funniest person in this chat. Oh.
Persia lies to the north.
So it does.
Am I to be stolen away again?